6:15 now. This is the official time. People start saying, "What's the weekend going to be like?"
Yeah, that and what's for dinner. But
dinner.
I can address what the weekend is going to look like. Not really what's for dinner.
Well, okay. We'll take one out of two.
Yeah, there you go. So we are going to have rain chances in our forecast, not only today and this evening, but into tomorrow and Sunday, though they are going to be continually lower. Today our temperatures were about average, 92 for the high, 77 for the low. So again, almost right on average. And unfortunately, we haven't really seen too much in terms of measurable precipitation out at the airport. Maybe that will change in the next couple of hours as we continue to track rain on our radar here. So let's take a closer look at the coastal bend. Pretty much the southern half of our area, not seeing all that much. There is one little storm working its way over the island on Clayburgh County. Now up into the western part of San Patricio County, we're continuing to watch this storm here. You can see a lot of heavy rain and some lightning, as well as this little green outflow boundary. So that's rain-cooled air rushing away from the storm at the surface. The radar is picking up on that, and this can act as a focus for new activity and new storms. So we're going to continue to watch that, but for now, this storm has some pretty heavy rainfall as well as lightning, and could even be producing some very small hail and gusty winds. So we're going to keep an eye on that for you. But here's what the rest of the evening is looking like. Even if that does, that outflow boundary, produce more storms, we're pretty much going to quiet down as we start to get dark and lose our daytime heating. Cloudy skies with a little bit of patchy fog and an isolated shower. Otherwise, we're pretty warm and humid heading into tomorrow morning, starting off the day in the upper 70s. Tomorrow afternoon, slightly lower rain chance than today, but it is still there as we have our last little bit of tropical moisture squeezed out of the atmosphere. That is going to help keep our temperatures a little bit lower than they otherwise could be. The cloudy skies and the rain chances keeping highs to the lower 90s. Now heading into Sunday, pretty much rinse and repeat, just with lower rain chances and hotter afternoon temperatures. So we start off in the upper 70s, getting into the lower 90s on Sunday, into possibly the middle 90s with those lower isolated rain chances as the sea breeze moves inland. So 93 Saturday, 95 on Sunday, both days a light southeasterly breeze, bringing in a little bit of moisture off the Gulf of Mexico, but not enough to recover any significant rain chances. Just an isolated chance through the rest of the week once we get past tomorrow. So high pressure building in over the four corners. That's keeping us hot and dry. So we do have a lot of cloud cover and some small rain chances, but otherwise we're pretty much hot and dry and very, very humid. This cold front and low pressure, that's probably going to get stopped by the high pressure surrounding us, but it could inch close enough to where we see moisture focusing over central Texas, and that could increase our rain chances later this coming week. Otherwise, we're really hot, really humid. Feels like temperatures getting up above 110 heading into the end of next week. Hurricane Center has dropped that area of development, but we are still expecting Saharan dust here in the coastal bend by tomorrow. Very hazy skies, and that does continue for quite a bit of the rest of this week. 78 tonight with a couple isolated showers, a little bit of fog as well. 93 for the high temperature tomorrow. If you're heading out on the water, the forecast not going to be too bad. A little bit of slight chop. Temperatures at the coast right around the upper 80s, but inland into the 90s.
And I'm glad you mentioned the water, because speaking of that, when we return,